Hello everyone and welcome back to another beginner's guide for the Contention server in DCS World, where today we are looking at the zone management system. A lot of this has been covered in other sections and other guides, but I just want to give it a dedicated video of everything all together in one place and fill in the gaps of everything that I've missed. So to use the zone management system, what you need to do is open up your comms menu, go to F10 Other, and then F2 Zone Management, and you get presented a large list of all of the various things that you can do. These are various actions you can take to affect either the airfield that you're at or the general nearby area. So let's just go through these in order. First of all, Airfield Action. So first off there, F1, this allows you to build, repair or upgrade the Airfield HQ. So if the Airfield HQ is currently destroyed, you can build a new one. If it's currently needs to be repaired, you can repair it there. Or if it's fully intact, you can upgrade it to the next level. All of these actions take team resources. It costs you 40,000 to build a level 1 HQ, i.e. repair it from being destroyed. It costs you 80,000 to construct a level 2 HQ. It costs you 120,000 team resources to build and upgrade to a level 3 HQ. You can also here call in a flight that will reinforce airfield units. That comes at a cost of 75,000 team resources. And you can also repair and replace the airfield SAM system. In order to do this, you need a fully upgraded HQ, and you can do this at a cost of 100,000 team resources. The second two actions you can only do if your airfield has taken damage, and the exact amount of reinforcements you get does depend on the airfield HQ level. Higher the level, slightly more reinforcements will come with the flight. As with all reinforcement flights, you have to wait for the reinforcement flight to actually arrive. For repairing and upgrading the airfield HQ, this just starts a timer. You just have to wait out the timer. However, if the HQ does get attacked during this time and destroyed, that will cancel the action. Second on the list then, we have a very similar list for FARP Actions under F2. Here we can either do F1, this will call in a FARP reinforcement. This only costs 50,000 and will replenish the FARP's defences. Again, calling in a air supply that will have to fly from the rear of your territory all the way over to the FARP to deploy them. F2 there is to fix the FARP supplies. This is if the FARP supply vehicle has been destroyed or another way has gone a bit wrong. This just resets that to allow you to rearm and repair if that has temporarily been disabled. Really just a little mini fix there for the actual FARP resupply vehicle going AWOL. Third up then we have airlifts. I've got a full video covering this, but under this you can either start an airlift or see the airlifts that have been started. Only going to be covering this very, very briefly here because, as I said, I've got a dedicated video covering exactly how to do this. This is how you do all of the airlift actions, including delivering airlifts and loading new airlifts, as well as starting a brand new airlift. And of course you can press F2 here to see if there are any airlifts currently being done, and if so, it will give you the location that you need to bring those supplies to. Under F4 we've got factories, and again this has been covered in its own unique video, but here you can check whether you're holding cargo. You can load factory supplies, that depends on the aircraft that you're currently in, but it will load a certain number of factory supplies into you, and you also use this to deliver factory supplies to the factories. Again, that's been covered more in a separate video. Under F5 we've got our C2 actions. Here, these are to do with the command and control sites. I briefly covered these during the 1.7 update video, but these are little sites towards the rear of your territory that really control the amount of bombers that spawn when bombers spawn in. If you do F1, that will start the repair timer here. This costs 250,000 credits, so is quite expensive to put in. And it's also very, very timely. It takes 3 hours to repair, and both of these are per bunker. Your C2 site starts with 3 bunkers, and so you're talking about 750,000 team resources and 9 hours to completely repair it if it's been destroyed. With F2 there, you can also call in the reinforcements. If your C2 site has been attacked, you can replace those. It has some AAA and IR SAMs along with a few tanks and IFVs just to discourage attacks. If those are down, you can call in a reinforcement flight for 150,000. This is quite a lot for the amount of units you get, but since the C2 site is so far back, it's very unlikely that this transport is going to be intercepted, so you can be pretty confident this will get through. You can also then just with F3 check your current C2 status just to see how many structures are currently alive. Next up then, under F6 we have Industrial Centre Actions. Again, I covered this in the 1.7 update video. Very, very similar to C2 sites. These, however, control the amount of resources that you are getting in from all of your various captured targets. And similarly, these can be targeted by the enemy, so we can use this system to repair them. In this case, it's a little bit cheaper, 125,000 per bunker to repair, and it only takes 2 hours. Again, you can repair 1 bunker at a time here, and so this does take a very long time. Better to defend these sites, but this is how you can repair these if it has been taken down. Equally, you can call in the reinforcements to replenish any defences in the area. This costs 100,000. Again, a bit pricey for the amount of units you get here, but that is offset by the fact that this is right near the rear, and so the transport flight doesn't need to go very far. And just the same, you can push F3 to check your industrial status. And here we can see very badly for Red. Red currently have 0 industrial centres still alive, and so they are in a very, very bad way. That means they're only getting a trickle of resources through, which is really going to hurt them. And so while I'm here, I'm just going to go with F1 to start repairing. There we go, that's set off a 2-hour timer, but hopefully that will mean that Red start to get some resources going forward. And then finally under F7 we have the SA-10 site repairs, or Patriot if you're on blue team. You've got 2 SA-10 sites or 2 Patriot sites depending on which team you're on. These spawn at the start of the campaign. These are very, very powerful defensive sites. They spawn in a randomly positioned location, but you can repair these if they are taken out. They are very costly to repair. They cost 250,000, and again they have to be delivered by a cargo plane. This does give teams the options to repair these high-value sites. It is still absolutely worth knocking these out, as they are very much superior to most of the other sites you have available. But it still is an option here to repair them. Just check which site is destroyed and you can use this menu to repair them. So that is the zone management system in a nutshell. If you have any questions, please do leave them down below. I'll try and get back to you. If there are any outstanding guide videos that you'd like me to post again, just leave them down below. I believe the series is getting close to the end. The only one that I currently have planned is to do a recon video. Other than that, this is pretty much wrapped up for the series. So I hope you've all enjoyed. I hope this has all helped you get into Contention, and I hope to catch you in a future video. Until then, remember to be kind to yourselves and everyone else. Cheers.